Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, and of course it is a Wildcat Wednesday, and one of the great things about the K-State Research and Extension offices is that they really concentrate on youth development, and that's why we're fortunate enough to be joined this morning by Katie Townsend. Katie, number one, thank you for your time. Number two, you are in charge of 4-H youth development, and it's life skills that you try to instill in these kids. Let's give it the mission. When you look at these youngsters that you're around, what are you trying to send them into young adulthood with?
Just the life skills like you just mentioned. We want them to be self-efficient. We want them to understand leadership, responsibility, and our projects give them those skill sets. These kids come in and they pick a project. We have about 32 different project areas. For example, they will pick cooking, or we have one family that specifically has beehives, and they will work with grandma, grandpa, the local beekeeping association, neighbors, anybody in that community that's a specialist per se in that area to develop their project and really grow with it. And then they're going to bring it down to our county fair and show it off in front of a judge who's going to be an expert in that field and give them feedback on what they can do to better their project.
You know, one of the skills that you brought up, self-efficiency, well, that also means making a little money later in life. Yes. You got to be able to pay for the necessities of life. And one of the things that people may not realize about your 4-H projects that you usher our kids through is that they can actually make a little spending money off of it.
Yeah, that they can, and that's what makes this the perfect program to give kids a little bit of a side business. So I use the example of beekeeping. Those kids are able to take that honey, process it, take it to the local farmers market. We have young ladies that are crocheting and sewing that are also able to take those projects to the farmers markets or do personalized projects on the side and then sell them for money. And that's something that can become a career or can just become a small side business or hobby that will follow them the rest of their lives.
It's interesting because the mom and the dad and the kids, they may not realize it. How many times is it kind of an eye-opener to them that an organization like 4-H can, you know, also pay to go out and have a meal with your friends?
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. I think more and more people are going to catch on to what 4-H can do for them and the opportunities that are there. We have about 700 members across our Wildcat district, but we're always looking to grow that. It's never too late to join in on the fun and join us here in 4-H. Get with a local club, meet new friends. The people that I roomed with in K-State, I met through 4-H. I didn't go to the same club as them or the same high school as them, but those are lifelong friends that I've made.
That is a tremendous story right there. So if I am watching this morning, and we're joined by Katie Townsend of the K-State Research and Extension Office, if I am watching this morning and I want to get my son or daughter involved, what's the best way to go about it?
The best way is to call your local extension office, give them a call, ask to talk to the 4-H agent. There's one of us in every county in the Wildcat district, and we'd love to help you get set up.
And also, too, you guys have such marvelous Facebook presence and websites. It's very easy to find that contact information. Katie Townsend, she is the 4-H Youth Development Leader for the K-State Research and Extension Office out in Montgomery County. Katie, number one, thank you for your time. Number two, thank you for instilling these skills in these young children.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
All right, that's a Wildcat Wednesday for us. We'll be back with more KOAM Morning News right after this.